Smells good, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That smells great.
One day I was drinking, and I was like so hungry. I got like 26 of them. My stomach was about to collapse.
Soak up all the alcohol, you know? Then you drink more.
Yeah. Have you ever tried that before?
Yes, people selling, by the subway and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll get some of that in the morning.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's a little different.
It is, yeah. It's very unique. Yeah.
Because believe it or not, this one has a bit of salt. Salt.
That's a nice touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of round out that.
Yeah,
flavor.
exactly. It's like you kind of twist the flavors.
That's what's up, man.
Guatemalan food is not very known. It's like us Mexican right now, like, tacos Mexico, they know Peru, but you say Guatemala, we're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Some people wouldn't know, like, where's even Guatemala? So, but that's why my thing, like, to get other cultures, other people to know that Guatemalan food is good.
It's a pretty well-established fact, or it's well known that Bensonhurst and Dyker Heights and like these parts of Brooklyn are changing. And changing very rapidly. Bensonhurst, of course, is famous for its Italian heritage. It doesn't get any more old school Brooklyn Italian than, must go through Bensonhurst. Of course, nowadays, Bensonhurst is largely Chinese in character. So, like, the neighborhood has been in this kind of flux, this dynamic for, decades at this point. But it's not the only dynamic that's happening, or like the Chinese aren't the only community that is growing in this area. There's another community that's growing in the area as well. The Guatemalan presence of the last couple of years especially has just been growing and growing tremendously. You can't help but notice it. You can just see it on the street. The stores and restaurants that are opening up catering to their community. You can see the flag everywhere, that sky blue and white everywhere that you go. Or on the street, especially during the summertime when it's warm, they'll be grilling like carne asada or like chorizo. You'll smell the grill and then you'll see the smoke on the street. I see meat being grilled on the street, I'm getting some, Oh, and the French fries, these papas fritas, cover them up with like a whole bunch of condiments like ketchup and green sauce, and I think there's some mayo on there. It's a beautiful, delicious mess. So I have like a little bit of experience with Guatemalan food, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. And yeah, so of course when I hear about El Comal Chapín's kind of like elevated Guatemalan joint in the neighborhood, I had to check it out.
Pretty excited. Looking forward to the shucos, because we used to have the shucos truck at our corner. Shucos tres más, but shucos tres más is no más. So we haven't had them since.
Gracias. Tastes like childhood.
He's like, what?
Childhood.
It tastes what your childhood tastes like.
Sugar and freedom.
Sugar and freedom.
So first up is the caldo de res, just a beautiful looking stew. I mean, just plump, colorful vegetables inside of it, and that beef broth, all the beef juices integrated with it, just exploding with flavor.
I mean, it's got as like much flavor as a pho or something. Like it's just like intense flavor. You can see the like little globules of fat just floating around in there. So at peace. So carefree. I live for this shit, man.
Yeah.
I grew up on stews like this. My family would make stuff like this.
Like so many other dishes, this is one of those dishes that you can look at and see history. Maíz and chayote on one side, and then carrots and beef on another. Old world and new world merged together in this one dish. Like a food nerd like me, I just think that's really, really cool. They really blew me away with the soup. Like what else you got here?
So I just tried this stuff for the first time. I have no idea what it is. It's like a spicy powder. Great kick. It's not salty at all. Adds a really nice like flavor to it. Yeah, it's like earthy in a way. This renders it unconsumable for the whites.
I noticed on the tables, there's like a shaker, like a red powder. Like I had it last time, it was like spicy a little bit.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's called chile coban.
Chile cubana?
Chile coban is called, and it's like a dry peppers, and then they blend them into to make a powder.
I see.
Yeah.
So you put it on like a lot of different things or certain things?
Different things, especially, for me, I put it in soups.
Soup. Yeah, that's what I did with it.
Yeah.
I had the caldo de res.
Yeah.
And I put it in that.
Yeah, you put it in that like
fire.
Yeah, fire.
So good.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
They don't sell this here. I gotta bring it all the way from Guatemala.
I bet. I've never had anything like it before.
Yeah,
I had it here.
That stuff is spicy, but it's delicious. It's a beautiful sandwich. It's got like a little bit of everything, and like it shouldn't work, but it does. It works beautifully. Nice layer of avocado. You got the salchicha, just filling it up on the inside.
What's salchicha?
It's like a sausage.
It's like a hot dog.
Like a hot dog. Yeah, exactly. And then you got like a bunch of different condiments: mayo, ketchup, mustard, all these different condiments. Onion, a little bit of grilled onion in there.
Everything's in it.
Got
It's like everything but the kitchen sink.
Exactly.
We know it sounds insane, but it's really good.
It's like a crazy sounding sandwich that you could have like whenever.
You know, shucos is like Guatemalan slang for dirties, you know? It lives up to its name, you know, because it's messy and there's a whole bunch of stuff in it and it's gargantuan, you know, just it's dirty. It's from the street, you know, but it is wonderful.
Really am like blown away by everything I've had here today.
Yeah, it's really good. It definitely still has a homey feel.
Yeah.
In a good way, in an elevated way.
But
Yeah.
this is like I can see people traveling for this. Like, this is phenomenal. Absolutely delicious.
And then come the Dobladas. I end up meeting Rafael. I chat with him for a bit. We set up an interview. And then as like a gift, he offers us an order of the Dobladas on the house.
Owner was kind enough to send this over to us. This is truly something else.
You like look at it and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna like this. Whatever is happening here, I am going to like it a lot.
Oh my goodness. It's hot, but it's so good. Here, you get a bite of this.
The sauce on top's really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was hot sauce, but it's not. It's like a tomatoey. It's got really good flavor.
This is the type of thing that people will go crazy for, the doblada. It's just a wonderful dish. I mean, it's fried and it has cheese and it has meat and a little more cheese on top. Like, how is that not gonna be good? You know it's gonna be delicious. That's why he's giving it to me, you know, because he knows this shit right here, on point.
Every spice that we have here has come from Guatemala. It's like authentic. Like, it's hard to use something else here because we're not gonna get the full flavor of it. So that's why we have to import the spices.
Ever get a chance to go back and visit, or?
Yeah, I went back like 10 years ago, but I didn't feel like I want to be there because I wasn't like kind of independent. But here I'm independent. Like, once I do my work, once I go to work, I have my money, I can pay my bills. I'm 100% independent. But when I go over there, like, you'll spend more money than when you make.
I don't know, you know everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a story, and you know that. But I don't know, like hearing it in this way, you know, like in this format, because like I'm interviewing the guy, it's just wild because you get so much information about somebody's life story that in real life, getting to know somebody would only come out in bits and pieces, and that's only if you guys become like really good friends, you know? Doesn't happen too often. I mean, that's just wild. 13. That's how old he was when he came to the US and started working in construction. 13 years old. Like, what was I doing at 13?
I got here when I was young. I wasn't gonna make it at all. I'm sure, like, if I was staying over there, I wouldn't have no chance to do what I'm doing right now. At least I can support my family here. I have my kids, I have my family, my wife. So
It give you a lot of opportunities here.
this country gives you such a good opportunity if you know how to do it. Most of people that I know, like, they're really hard workers. Whatever they couldn't do back home, they can do it here. The only opportunity is the only opportunity you give yourself.
You see somebody that's on their grind like that has a vision, that is just going for it day after day after day, starting from really humble beginnings and working his way there. You can't help but feel just mad respect. You know, he is on his grind. And it's a beautiful thing to see. I really loved this place. Really caught us by surprise. It has to be one of the best Guatemalan restaurants in the city. The type of joint where the real eaters, you know, the people that love that hole in the wall or that special place that serves the best of this dish, or like the best representation of this cuisine, or an example of something like rare and magnificent, the definition of a hidden gem. Now I'm like motivated to see, okay, what else is out there as far as Guatemalan cuisine goes? Like, now I feel a little braver about stepping into the next place. I am definitely stopping in that Guatemalan bodega, ordering something from the back, seeing how that is. Or any other little hole in the wall that I find that I want to try, just try a dish and see what I find, you know? I really had an incredible experience and I can't wait to see what's next. I live for this shit.